frog, and we're back! Issues! Aha! There we go. Hello, friends. As always, it's the Back Issues team with you. We have Bray, Isaiah, Tim, Mel, and special guest star, Ben.
Hi.
This is Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Thanks for joining us.
No problem. That was good.
Ben.
It's me. I'm Ben.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
Ben.
So, Ben, you had a special connection to the movie that we chose to do this week, which was Dick Tracy, 1990.
For sure. Yeah. No, Dick Tracy was. I watched it all the time. There's 3 movies I watched all the time. It was like 10. Dick Tracy, Willow, and The Indian in the Cupboard. Those are the 3 movies I have on rotation. And the only 3 movies.
The Cupboard too.
Yeah,
right?
that's a weird one.
That's Joe Johnston, right? I got
so,
this
yeah.
special free passes to that movie once. I think I saw The Secret Garden, and then I was like, "You want to see this movie?" And I was like, yeah.
But
I'm Jones's man. I need me.
Indian in the Cupboard.
There's an Indian.
Unlike Dick Tracy, Indian Cupboard does not hold up. That's a terrible movie.
Well, I can't say for sure.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Team, what was our thoughts?
Loved it.
Loved it. Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Starting out
Right.
all right. Anything in
She's
particular?
enjoying it so much.
The colors, the music, it was just a feast, and I could sense my younger self really enjoying it as well. So kind of took me back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a visual feast.
Yeah. So you 3 guys have seen this movie before,
Yes.
and you all
Many
saw
times.
it when you were a lot younger as well. There's been a significant amount of time between when you last watched it and now, right?
I bought the Blu-ray when it came out, and then our Blu-ray player fucked up or broke. Pardon me. And then I didn't watch it, and then I waited till this moment.
It's been 17 years since I saw that film.
17
Yeah.
years.
I think for me about that too, I watched it on VHS the last time I saw it. Now, when was the last time I even watched a VHS? Like 1999, 2000, 2001?
Every time I visit my
Oh,
dad.
damn. So for those of you, if you haven't watched Dick Tracy, it's kind of like this film noir private investigator, not private investigator, he's a detective of the NYPD.
But a
and
rainbow
That was the
spewed on it.
NYPD. That's not clear.
I don't know.
They don't say
Never
the same.
says where
They
They
don't
he
say the
is.
same.
don't, but it seems like
Could be. It could be New York. Could be Chicago.
Could be Chicago
could be
as well.
Chicago.
Right? This is kind of like an average day or average week for Dick Tracy, I would say. There's
Well,
a
like,
femme
I feel
fatale, there's a crime boss.
It takes place over.
I think this
He's-
movie.
he's-
He gets
year.
arrested. He gets in
This
prison.
movie
he gets
takes place
There
over
were
the course
3
of at least
montages,
72
and only
years.
one of them
72 years.
72 years, I think this movie takes.
You can see the age now.
72 years.
Because you saw Al Pacino was bigger, and the
There's
first scene,
true,
and the second scene was
the
a lot smaller.
prosthetics, that's for sure.
It's years have
Very
gone
much
by.
so.
It's true.
Yeah, well, I mean, on that though, there's a lot of characterizations and everything throughout this, which are really cool. I'm sure in the 90s, the face prosthetics probably would have looked a little bit better on screen, but
Well,
that was
is it Oscar winning? Do we have that as a fact?
No,
It's an Oscar
I
winning.
didn't see what it won.
It won
for.
3 Oscars, beating The Dark Knight with its 2. So there's that.
I kind of love the story as well. The
right
twists
now.
and turns with our faceless foe, Blankless.
Yeah.
The blank,
blank?
breathless.
Breathless. Sorry.
Breathless was the character they put in. Right?
Yes,
And
yes.
The Faceless Man was.
No, it's over there. The blank.
The blank.
It's called The Blank.
It should be like that was ahead of its time. Definitely.
Is there
There she is,
anything
poking.
in particular that stands out for you, Ben, that you really enjoyed with this?
Al Pacino has to be the number one. He was so
Yes.
over the top. It was so great. It's like the comparable I would have is Alan Rickman in Robin Hood, where he knew what kind of movie he was in. He was so over the top. It made him look so great compared to everyone else.
Yeah,
Al Pacino did that in this film.
nice.
So great.
I think it was. I really enjoyed Al Pacino. I think it was Madonna's character arc, though. For me, was really cool to see like a female character that has the weakness, but then chooses to actually do something about it and try and make a change. And to be so successful in that as well was really
And
cool
to choose
see.
to be a gangster because that's all she knows.
Yeah.
Is the gangster
That's
life. So
cool.
she
Yeah,
chooses
yeah.
to do it as a gangster.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
like she's kind of gone down that that dark path, and now that's all she. Yeah, that's what her specialty now is. She's seen all the behind the scenes, and now she's like, I can bring you down with merely a thought.
She's like Vesper Lind. like way ahead of Casino Royale, right? And done well.
Yeah, well and
I don't
truly.
remember.
Before
that
Renee
movie.
Montoya even became the question in the comics, like, so, and arguably this was all like kind of based out of that, right? Like, you look at Batman the animated series, and she started off as a beat cop, right? Just as like Harley Quinn started off as like random hench woman. Like
Well,
right,
she was.
You are a huge nerd.
biggest. Yeah, welcome to the show.
To be fair though, Harley Quinn was the psychiatrist of the Joker in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
So and
Retcon.
was-
Sorry, I have allergies.
So it won for best makeup, best art direction, and best original song.
That's
That-
original
wow.
song. Okay.
Nice,
Cool.
nice.
Not sure which one.
Cool.
One of the,
Sung
one of
by
the ones
Danny
that Steven
Elfman?
Sondheim wrote.
Cool.
And one of the ones that Madonna sang.
Yeah.
She sings all the songs this one,
Yeah,
right?
she does.
She's-
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
pretty
A
sure
lot
she
of
does.
them.
Yeah.
Sings all.
Yeah.
This was like the #1 record of the year, I'm pretty sure. Not.
What did I
But
like
it was
about
good.
this movie?
Yeah.
Said asked no one.
Well, you know, I guess it's time we circle down that way. He has been Googling for us.
Yeah.
and-
What did I like about this movie?
The
A
title.
lot of it's really silly, which I enjoy. Like it kind of embraces that. Aside from maybe Warren Beatty.
No,
You
what
really
did, like-
just
no,
you're
what
not
you
a big
do, like-
fan.
Madonna.
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 Everything about Madonna in this movie was great.
It was great.
It was great.
Yeah,
She like
Yeah,
owns, she owns the screen when she's on screen. She sings. She's Madonna. She sings well and incredibly. She looks great.
She's sexy as.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Again, 19. I probably watched this movie for the first time. Exactly. That's how. In like '94, I want to say, like when I was like old enough to see it, because the
Yeah.
movie came out when I was 2.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's
Oh
like
no.
yeah, I was
Really?
like 6 or
Yeah.
7 when
It
the
was
first
one
time I
when
watched
it
this
came out,
movie.
Wow.
Yeah,
You feeling your age a little
Yeah,
bit there,
yeah.
Tim?
Al Pacino,
Al Pacino,
Madonna,
badass,
and then one of the gangsters, Itchy.
Itchy,
And
I-
also Dick Tracy's yellow Burberry coat.
yes,
Yeah.
It was
The costume,
great.
the costumes
Yeah.
were
Costumes
the
are great.
costumes were
Burberry.
pretty great.
My
too.
my.
Mm-hmm.
and I like the matte paintings, the cars, the shootouts. Yeah, it's fun.
Nice. I think we've covered pretty much everything.
So we liked every part of the film.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
well,
this
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and see.
We're out.
5 out of 5.
No, come on, we can come up with some.
The set
stuff.
pieces. There were no extras. It didn't feel
Okay,
like
wait,
in
wait,
your...
wait.
We're not that segment.
Wait.
Not that
We have a format.
We're not
trying
there.
On the next cut.
Yeah, we have a it says the guy that just broke
You're
the format.
breaking it.
Like, oh, man.
Sorry.
Listen back to me.
Sorry.
Hey.
Still back!
Sidebars, all the sidebars. Okay, so Tim, why don't you lead us off for this one, bud?
Sure, this is
Yeah.
the part of the show where we talk about the things we didn't like. And to be fair, I liked a lot of the show, and it stands up, and it's great, but you got all this budget, have some background extras, doing some crosses, make it
Yeah.
feel like a lived-in universe. Don't have every single prop and set piece and vehicle and costume piece look like it's brand new out of the shop. Like, have a little rust, have a little, like, you know, some paint wear, some chips, some
Make-
fray on the coat. Like,
Make your world look lived in.
lived in. Yeah, it just didn't look like it. It's cool, but like everything that this did wrong, everything we say kind of like we like to rag on Zack Snyder, but Watchmen did perfectly, you know. And it's just you can't turn a 12-book, the greatest comic book movie or series into a movie and do it in 2.5 hours. Like, so that's not really fair. But like I walked around that set and the garbage
Okay, wait,
was
wait,
like
wait.
3D printed.
No, watch
Wait,
it.
how does Watchmen relate to Dick Tracy?
It was the
Like-
same style, same production
style,
design.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you look at the same like.
And Watchmen had
attention
a lived-in world.
lived-in world.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. Like there was like even not off camera. There was like because it was filmed in Vancouver, right? And there's like the garbage they 3D printed and also the recycling they 3D printed because they did because it was like every
Wait, they
attention
actually
to detail.
3D printed stuff?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. It was like way ahead of its time.
I don't know if you're bullshitting me right
I'm
now.
both. It's like half and half. half an hour.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
You said we never lie.
We don't.
We lie to each other, but not to them.
Not to you.
Exactly. Ben, did you have anything in particular that really just grated
Well, I have the same
against you?
negative as you have.
Well,
So I'll
you say
no,
yours.
you say yours.
You say
No,
yours.
I can think
You
of
say
another one.
yours.
No.
You say yours.
No.
No, you
It's
just
the Ben
say-
and Isaiah show.
I'll let you say yours. My my other negative that he's gonna add to is the shootout scene, which I loved as a kid, was really stupid. Like
It's true.
the gangsters
one?
came out,
With the Tommy
the
guns,
end one,
right?
the
Oh.
like the big final gun scene. Where the gangsters came out one car at a time, and then they shot that car, and it blew
Oh,
up,
yeah.
and then the gangster car comes out again, and it's just one car at a time, and they all
Just in
shoot.
time for Dick to turn
That's
around.
that's not how that would go
No.
down.
There's
He'd be
a lot
dead.
of those moments in this movie.
There's a lot of like really like plot hole type, like there's the classic like the villain has the hero tied up and ready to go, and like just shoot him, just
Yeah.
shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
That's a tough criticism,
Don't make-
though, because
don't
like
make-
that's every movie, right?
Yeah,
like,
but the water for
Yeah.
I didn't.
30 seconds.
Rust
I'm with
on
you.
the
It
cars.
leads to the funniest line of the whole movie, but it's a stupid scene.
And what's that line?
The 30 seconds, no more dick.
No more dick.
30 seconds, no more dick.
30 seconds.
But it's a really stupid scene where they have him locked in the basement and the furnace is about to explode.
That's very true.
It's really dumb.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, why don't you add on, Isaiah?
So to piggyback on that, just because we couldn't decide who was going to say it, Warren Beatty.
Was
The
it-
acting or the directing?
Like, I think, honestly, for me, both. Like,
Ooh.
it's very stagnant in the way it's made. Like, I was reading that apparently it's because, like, they put, instead of, like, green screen or blue screen outside windows, they just had, like, paintings, and he didn't want to pan or tilt, and because he didn't want people to be like, oh, that's a painting. But it's, like, it's very, like, it feels very stuffy. Like, sometimes, like, it just, like, the cinematography looks great sometimes, or, like, some of the split diopters look great.
Half
But
of
then,
them.
but then it's like
Yeah.
the camera never moves. There's no
It's that-
movement in the
You
camera.
feel at moments you're watching like a stage play.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
like a stage
It's very
play
set
that's
it,
been
it's very-
filmed, and he's I don't know why, but like I think this might be the only movie I've ever seen Warren Beatty in, but he's not good in it. Like he's
He's not.
very much overshadowed by everybody else in the movie. Al Pacino's better, Dustin Hoffman's better, Madonna's better.
The kid from
I mean,
Hook.
The piano man is better.
The man
Wow.
is
Managed
better.
particular, so, you know.
Yeah, it's just like
He should have played Dick Tracy.
he
That
definitely
would
is
have
like
actually been really cool.
he's the most boring character in his own movie. So yeah, that's to me that's a big oversight.
When a child actor is out acting you, it's not good.
That's it for me.
That's fair enough. Mel, you have any thoughts on this?
Well, going back to the shooting, the baddies, so the people with prosthetics, as everyone's been saying, can't shoot except when they leave a message for him on the
It's
wall.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that's really dumb too. Yeah.
Like Flat Top's like
exact
an
actors.
expert
Yeah.
until he's shooting at a person.
There's a few things, and I love the movie, but there's a few things where I would just be like, huh? That this is so like taking me out of the world and doesn't seem to fit in. Again, during the podcast we mentioned the montage. That one in
Yeah.
particular that had the really disjointed.
Yeah, it was like the
Music?
Andrews Sisters kind of score for like those of you like old
Yeah.
school Universal.
No, that
like,
was I think it's one of the ones Madonna was singing.
Yeah, like a slow.
It was a slow song
and it
with
was
a
showing Dick
fast-paced,
Tracy like
rap
cleaning up the
montage.
streets.
Oh, when he walks in and he's like arresting
Yeah,
them.
like
It's like
Yeah,
an action
yeah,
sequence.
It's very
but then
fast paced montage
this,
with a
like,
very slow song over top of it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
weird choices.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Especially when you contrast it to that later montage that was very upbeat
Very good,
and
yeah.
really worked
That's the
well.
Andrews Sisters.
That's the Andrews
Mm-hmm.
Sisters.
Yeah.
Also, I'm very concerned for that stunt person who jumped off of the building onto the light post.
Just to tell a little story about that, just because I was reading the trivia for this movie is fascinating if you want to read it. So they asked Warren Beatty about that. It's like, oh, like was he okay? Like when people had watched the movie, or like in interviews and stuff later on, was he okay? Blah blah. He's like, oh no, that was me.
He took credit.
No, it wasn't. That was clearly a stunt double. You weren't that person. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh dear. Oh dear. things that happen.
So
My
again-
God.
Headlines next week like Dick Tracy stuntman recovered from Warren Beatty's basement.
Wakes up from a coma. That wasn't him.
So sorry to jump on that. But
No,
it's just
no,
like,
no,
that's-
it's
that,
totally
I read
fine.
that and I was like, that's
No,
insane.
seriously, man, what the
That's
hell?
insane.
So
Hell,
we
Warren
don't know
Beatty.
if he's okay.
No,
still.
nobody does because
He
you won't
probably
answer
died.
the question.
No,
He dies
it's a
right
cover
now.
up. We'll have to get
the-
Dick Tracy on.
Yeah. It's another mystery for the back issues team.
I would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for those back issues, kids.
Those meddling kids.
And their damn Ben.
Our secret superpower.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't really have too much to add on this. I think you guys have covered most of it. The one thing that really jarred me, though, and I think we stumbled onto it fairly early, is the color palette, especially in the streets. There was the yellow garbage bin, then the red garbage
Green.
bin, and then the green garbage bin. And I agree with what Tim was saying, it's very jarring when you go from, like, those really nice matte paintings that have lots of detail and everything on there. It's building this wonderful world. And then you go into this area and it's just bright color palette everywhere. It was like no one had a regular wood table at any
Right.
point in time. They always had to paint it this crazy bright color. So
And have it, but have like coffee stains on it then. Like it's like a choice,
Well,
but
you know
it's
what?
like
the
they still
that,
eat there.
that side of thing I can let
Every
go.
time they eat, they get a new table.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's what I
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
30 seconds, no more dick.
But anyway, like it's a nitpicky thing. But
I think this is a different universe where they compost and recycle. And it's like the different color garbage bins are for compost recycling.
Maybe that's why the streets are so
right.
clean.
That's
because
why
they started
it's a
doing
different.
it.
It's a different universe.
Right.
It's not
They're
Chicago.
just ahead of their
it's
time.
not. It's a different world.
It's a
right,
more
right. And that's why there's not many
green-
people on the streets as well, because it's like
Yeah.
a bizarro world.
They're like highly taxed everywhere. And
Yeah.
they're like, we have the cleanest streets in the city.
Oh god. Well, you've heard what we like and what we don't. So stay tuned,
tuned.
and we'll rate this. We'll rate this mother.
How many dicks? Yeah.
How many dicks? We're just going for it.
Rate it out.
Out
Do we
of
want to
dicks.
just rate it out of dicks?
We're rating it
Let's
out of
rate it
dicks.
out of
Yeah,
dicks.
dicks.
Let's
I
rate
think
it out
that's.
of dicks.
Yeah.
I guess okay. I guess we're rating it out of dicks.
Rating it out of
I
dicks.
thought I'd get up from the table, college garbage cans. Like
This is
I'm
what
like,
happens.
It's dicks.
It's dicks.
Okay.
It's Dick Tracy. It has to be dicks.
Is
Well, it
anyone-
was a hard decision. We really swelled our brains.
Oh my.
So you starting? That's you starting.
You gotta have a set of balls on yourself in order to rate some dicks. Alright, here we go.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
Watching
Evil
this
Tim.
movie made all the blood rush to my head.
Yeah. Evil Tim.
we
rate
said
it all right
Madonna's. Anyway. What do I like?
now. Just rate the damn movie out of dicks.
I give it 2 dicks.
Oh.
Two dicks?
It's 2 dicks.
Okay.
It's not a perfect pass. I think I enjoyed Punisher last week more. Even though I thought I was gonna like it less, this one in rewatch is not as good as the Punisher Warzone in first watch. They're almost the same, but
We're
no,
very inconsistent. We just go by
2
the seat of our
dicks.
pants.
2 hard dicks.
Too hot dicks.
Hard boiled dicks.
Oh man. Okay. Who wants to follow that?
I'll do it. I mean, like, this movie didn't have any Irish Jamaican parkour guys getting hit by
Pack up.
What I'm saying?
Pack up.
a rocket launcher, but I don't know what I'm gonna rate it, honestly. I'm gonna go cop out and do what I did last week and say 2.5 dicks.
Oh, okay.
30 seconds to what dicks. Just because it is, I think, exactly how I remember it. It does hold up upon rewatch, but it's not amazing. And I don't think it ever was amazing, but like as a kid, you're like, ooh, pretty colors. And you're like, ooh, Madonna, I feel something down there. I'm 12. So, yeah, I'm going to go 2.5 just because, like, for me,
But
it
were
just,
you
like,
let
it was...
down or were you let up?
Oh god.
That's the point.
Because
Five.
Madonna was.
30 seconds, no more dick.
I appreciated Madonna, I think, a little bit more this time.
Madonna is quite nice in this
But
movie.
I just it didn't change my opinion of the movie. I had the reaction to it. I had the experience that I expected. So I'm just gonna go straight down the middle. Be like, yeah, it's what I expected. It's flawed, but not terrible. It's watchable. It's fun.
Okay.
Warren Beatty's bad.
I think we've established your feelings on Warren.
Damn you, Warren Beatty! Give up those rights.
Ben,
Give
Mel,
them the
anyone
rights.
in
Let me
anyone
make
in
John
particular?
Hamm.
I'll go next. It's gotta get more than half the Dick rating for sure. It's this is probably a lot of nostalgia going to this, but I'm gonna give it 3.25 dicks.
Whoa!
We got three dicks and a really limp dick.
You heard it here first, ladies and
We got
gentlemen.
we got 3 regular dicks and 1 cold shower dick.
Cold shower dick.
Okay,
30 seconds, normal cold shower dick.
Is there anything in particular that's contributing to this? For you?
It's just a fun movie. It's like it's not. There's a lot of things they could do to improve on it to make it to get that limp dick up there. But like it's like the music is great, the costumes are great, the color's great. Al Pacino. I don't think you can give Al Pacino less than 3 dicks.
That's fair call.
But
That's
will
a
he
fair
take
call.
them?
See,
That's a different.
Well, I'm gonna say this
God.
is one
Okay.
of my favorites that we've watched so far.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like
you were
that.
Yeah.
very
Very
quiet
positive.
and very into it.
I was trying to. They just kept talking, podcasting. What the hell, guys? I'm trying to watch.
It was kind of what we were told to do.
You keep talking. Or
Uh,
you're out of here.
like there was some classic stuff of the times that I'm choosing to just kind of turn a bit of a blind eye to, like the usual thing of all those movies in that era. There's like not enough female roles. They're all
And the slapping of the women that put them in line.
it's just like really misogynistic kind of stuff, but like that aside, there was so much I loved about it stylistically, and like it was just fun, a lot of fun. So 3.5
Ooh.
Wow.
3.5 dicks.
Nice. Okay, so we have 2, 2.5,
5.
3.25,
3.25.
and 3.5.
I might have been too hard on Dick.
I think I
Well,
was a
you-
little too hard on it to kind of like balance the nostalgia that I feel for it. So
Yeah,
Again,
you guys
it's starting to shrink away.
Yeah, you guys have thrown it out there. You've thrown it out there.
It's out there.
All right. Well, I agree. I very much agree with yourself. This is probably one
You're
of.
never this generous.
No, I'm not. But I really liked this movie. This is definitely one of the ones that I have enjoyed the most of what we've watched on here. This could still be PTSD after Spider-Man 3 marathon, though.
It
That
really
was god awful. It took a lot. A chunk of my soul died.
Maybe
after
it's like
watching all
the
3
best
of
kind
those.
of therapy, because now everything looks great in
It
a way.
does. It really does, and
we
that's
have been more
why.
generous.
He's been
Yeah.
skipping.
We all
he's been-
agreed last week for the first time ever. That
We
never
did.
happens.
We did. We all gave it a solid, but
Yeah.
I'm going to give it 4.
4 dicks.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I really didn't think I was going to be on the lower end.
That's a
this
lot of
today.
Dick.
No, that's a lot
That's
of dick.
a lot
No,
of dick.
I really like this. Al Pacino, Madonna, both amazing. I can forgive Warren Beatty because I wasn't too invested in him. He was
Yeah.
just the device with which I got to view this other chaos that was happening
Yeah.
in the criminal underworld, and that was so interesting. That Pacino and Breathless stuff that was happening with the blank in there, like that whole story was great. Ticked every box, and for me, I think if I saw this as a kid, I would have watched the shit out of it as well.
You would have.
Yeah, yeah, like I can guarantee.
I mean, yeah, like again, like I've probably seen it as many times as you have.
And to be fair, as a kid, when I pretended to play, I wasn't pretending to be Al Pacino. I was pretending to be Dick Tracy.
It's true.
I had the watch. I was like,
I was
hunting
always the kid because I was the youngest brother. But
nice.
I played
Someone
alone
had
as a kid.
Yeah.
It was
It's okay,
Dick
you're a solo
Tracy.
dick.
You know
You're a
it.
solo dick. It's fine. Well, there's only really one more thing left to do.
Bitches.
Best thing, yeah.
Let's
get to it.
Yeah, go on. Okay, all right. So Isaiah's burst in at the seams over on the sideline. So he's gonna start us off. He's gonna roll us out of the gate. What's your pitch there, boy?
just because I'm probably not going to add anything that you haven't heard me say already, I would have just taken this movie away from Warren Beatty. I would have literally just been like, because his condition was, if you want me to direct this movie, I'm going to be Dick Tracy. So I would have been like, no, see you later. thanks, no thanks, and just giving it to somebody else and let some other. I don't know who I would cast as Dick Tracy. I don't know I would cast
1990, eh?
now as Dick Tracy. It'd be John Hamm.
Yeah.
That was my pitch.
But
Damn
in 1990, I don't know who I would cast as Dick Tracy. It wouldn't have been Warren Beatty. He was
Jack
already,
Nicholson would have
That's
been
a great
good choice.
but he was already in his 50s. Jack Nicholson was in his 50s. Like, just again, just take it out of Warren Beatty's hands and give it
Leonardo
to somebody else.
DiCaprio.
Whoa!
No,
Like Departed
no.
style, right? Or
Well,
Matt
he was
Damon.
like-
1990.
He was like as old as the kid.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas as Dick Tracy.
No, Tim Allen as Dick Tracy.
Ooh.
Oh God.
One of the
I don't know.
Ninja Turtles.
Actually, Tom Hanks would be a cool Dick Tracy if
He
you
could have
really
pulled it
want-
off if you like looked at that road
Back
to
in the
perdition.
day, like Dragnet, Tom Hanks.
Kevin Bacon.
Came out later that year, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. That's all for me. Just take it out of his hands. Let some other actor take that role and run with it.
Actor unnamed. We don't know the actor.
I don't know who. 1990. Somebody from 1990 that would have been perfect.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
I just watched 48 Hours the other night for the first time.
It's great.
Nowhere near as good as Beverly Hills.
Oh,
Cop,
Beverly
though.
Hills Cop.
Come
Yeah,
on.
that's good.
And everybody like always cites 48 Hours and then another 48 Hours. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is better.
Ben, do you want to?
Oh, me next?
Yeah. Do you want
Stop
to keep?
it.
Thank you.
So this is if I was to make the
Yeah, you should be
movie.
a regular.
If I was back in time making this movie
You're
in
pitching a
1990,
better version of this movie.
of a
Yes.
1990 movie,
Yeah, or now, or if you got the license.
I'll go with
or-
1990. Just don't confuse me.
Whatever you like.
This movie was made in response to Batman, so I
Yes.
would have made it more like Batman. I would have made it darker. I would have eliminated all the colors and made it like a splash of color here and there. Like you could see Dick Tracy's yellow coat, and you could see splotches of red every once in a while, but most of it is black and white, and I would have made it darker.
So like Sin City.
I would have made it like Sin City.
Or
yeah.
like more like the cover, the poster. Like
The cover, the
we're looking at it
poster.
right there.
Michael
Yeah.
Madsen as Dick Tracy
That could-
for
Could
1990.
have worked. Yeah.
Actually, right?
That actually could have worked. Yeah. Yeah, I would have made it more adult and less kiddie.
Nice.
Yeah.
The gangsters are gangsters, and they're killing people.
Nice.
3.5 dance.
Not bad. Not bad. I can dig that. Tim.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think pretty much that was basically what we covered. I always like to post the idea for a Dark Knight Returns reimagining. I would like to see some modern take on an old, jaded, aged Clint Eastwood version of the Dick Tracy character. It would be very cool.
Sitting in his bar.
But other than that, yeah, just more Watchmen, lived in the universe. Yeah, play up the stuff more. Like, imagine if, like, you could build a time machine and instead of seeing the birth of Christ, you could send Robert Rodriguez back in time to remake Dick Tracy and keep the rights. Then maybe the world would be a better place. I'm just saying.
Donald Trump would not be president.
He
now
would not be
if
president.
Dick Tracy made a good movie.
Directed by Robert Rodriguez, travels back in time.
Yeah.
You know? And there'd be
Get
like
that
Spy
instead.
Kids 9. So that would be basically my pitch. Give it to
Dick
a
Tracy
time-traveling Robert Rodriguez.
Dick Tracy would have replaced the Spy Kids universe.
Yeah,
It would be just
really.
Dick
Yeah.
Tracy. Dick Tracy 3D.
I like it.
Oh.
I like it.
So much better than what
Well,
we got.
I think since Isaiah
Yeah.
totally mind mashed my mind,
Great mind.
Hey,
I
I've been
was-
pitching a John Hamm Dick Tracy movie for like 4 years.
so maybe I stole it from you.
Yeah.
If you get lucky, he'll start catching.
Uh,
Alright.
Alright. Okay. Well, I was thinking about the storyline of Tess and also Breathless, and I'm kind of interested to just get rid of the Tess character and have Dick Tracy be single, and then have Breathless be less more in the pocket of the underworld, in the sense that she's their singer, like still playing the same character, but she didn't fall into it. She's been in this role in the gang for a while, like the lady, and but she's kind of like a bit of a badass as well, so holds her own. And it doesn't like fawn over Dick Tracy straight away. It's more like pushing him away, and he's trying to crack her, and because she's so willing with him,
Yeah,
From
too
the
much.
get-go?
So.
She is.
More Catwoman.
Yeah,
like
so I'd
reluctant,
be more for
maybe betrays
I'd be more
him.
interested to have her push against him and him trying to like reel her in, but also falling in love with her at the same time.
With more dick puns too, like.
Oh, way more
Yeah.
dick. Yeah.
Like she tries to resist, but you can't handle the dick.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was like. Wow, you guys are just reading my mind.
Oh my god, this
And
You
then,
can't say no to the dick.
and then the kid could be like some little servant child of the mob, and is getting kicked around, and he's like
that's cool.
has been kidnapped or something, and her and the kid kind of bond, and they're trying to get out. Yeah.
Like if they both witnessed one of the murders of like one of the thugs off the get-go, and then they kind of have to like drift into like the protective custody or something, and they kind of bond, but they're both bad guys still, and then Tracy strikes a deal, and they're like, that, yeah. Anyway, just like lots of
Roll it
dick,
away.
dick,
If
dick
Dick Tracy
jokes.
was more like a Law and Order episode,
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
Because yeah, basically like Tess and the kid don't really have any role in this
well,
movie.
the kid's kind of the hero of the story. He saves the day like
He does.
3 separate times.
The Tess doesn't really have.
He saves Dick Tracy's life 3 times in that movie. So there you go.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Integral.
He's a
Dick
Deus
Tracy
Ex Machina.
Jr. But since we're pitching replacements, Raphael, Ninja Turtle, Dick Tracy.
Just
Yeah,
the
just
turtle
straight
itself.
up like
so
Yeah.
The turtle in the yellow
wait,
coat.
Yeah.
because he's in the trench coat and the hat.
Course,
and
he's
the
just-
Just serious enough, but he's got some mad skills, and he wouldn't hit his head on the light pole.
he would have missed that light pole.
Raphael wins the day!
He would have been like, no, that was a stuntman. It was totally not me.
Yeah,
'cause
and
I'm
he could
not
totally like
53
roll,
years old.
power roll through the windows, and like, you know.
You, not like this, not that. Hey.
I can't argue. I can't argue that
And
that
then
would make this movie
It would make it
the brothers
better.
could be the cops, like sitting around eating pizza.
Well, they were kind
Oh.
of color coordinated that way in the
Yes.
police station anyway.
if they just recast the turtles in a bunch of these like pulpy comics and just like
Remake
let
a
the
bunch of
turtles
movies with
play
it, so
like
yeah,
with the
yeah.
turtles subbed in.
Yes.
Do an Odd Couple remake with Leonardo and Raphael.
Oh.
Oh my
Here's
God.
the idea. Let's take all that money they've raised to remake The Last Jedi and recast all the characters with Ninja Turtles.
There we go.
Always.
Ninja
Fixed.
Turtles will solve the world's
Solved.
problems.
Yeah.
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 There will be no more hatred. Recast the President of the United States with Michelangelo.
Oh man, how am I supposed to follow that? That's
April O'Neil is a lounge singer.
In a yellow dress, right?
it's still rolling. I can't even fight against
Yeah.
this right now.
Who's Shredder?
God damn it.
Ooh, that is
Who
good.
is Shredder? I think Shredder should be like Big Lips right at the beginning and someone knocks him out.
Yeah.
Someone takes over.
Yeah.
Have,
But
like,
you get a
crane.
cameo.
Splinter.
Yeah.
And then
That's the
then
De
on
Niro
it's
cameo
Yeah.
that we were
Laurence
missing.
Olivier as
Or James Gandolfini before.
Oh,
sadly, he was
Dick
taken
Van
from
Dyke's
us.
character has to be Splinter. Surely. Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke was in this movie.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Briefly.
Okay.
I'll be quick
There were two dicks in this
with
movie.
my pitch. I would have actually just had them animate it. That's all that I would do. I would like animate this and make it a cartoon. Yeah, because I think like play into the adult themes of it, but do it animated and like I think it would have been interesting if maybe Disney decided to go, you know what, we'll use Touchstone to still do what we do best, but more adult focused and branch the market out that way. I think it could have
They
been
made it
interesting.
really bloody, actually, like a Disney, but it was like blue and
I don't
purple.
No, I
and
don't
pink
necessarily know
and,
it
like,
has
the
to be
different
bloody.
lighting.
Like I would keep a lot of what they did, a lot of those themes and everything. I think they tried to make it look like it was animated.
A live
so,
action cartoon is
Yeah,
what they
like
tried, yeah.
why not just do it as a cartoon but with more adult themes? Like that would be what I think would be interesting. Yeah. But yeah. And that's what I say.
Cowabunga!
But it still doesn't beat Ninja Turtles and Dick Tracy.
No, it does.
Very
Ah,
second,
damn it.
Monday.
30 seconds, no more dick.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
this
Ben,
was
it was
great.
great.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming down. We'll have to have you again, and we'd love to make it out to Winnipeg for this year's Comic Con. You want to plug that one more time?
No.
Edmonton.
Winnipeg doesn't do
I'm
fun.
from
They
Winnipeg.
don't do one.
I'm going to Edmonton.
Yeah.
Winnipeg
We'll go
does
there.
do one.
But they didn't invite him because they know him.
I live in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Nah.
All the best. Have fun. We'll
great.
look forward to hearing it when you get back.
Maybe
And
watch that Dick Tracy film, the serial.
yes,
Yeah.
it's the TV serial for
Yeah.
sure.
So, if you do it at Edmonton Comic Con, check out. I also have a table there. Me and my friend's artist side, Renegade Pencil. It's called. Check that out. We'll be releasing our comic book at Edmonton Comic Con. So check that out.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's
Renegade
awesome.
Pencil.
Cool.
Renegade Pencil. It's called. Yeah, check that out.
Sick. Fantastic, man. Well, we wish you all the best of luck, and thank you so much for viewing, my friends. Rate, review, subscribe. Check out the commentary track.
Click here.
Let it repeat and just play over a
Here.
bunch while you're doing other things.
Click
It looks
here.
good for us.
God damn it. Why,
Thanks.
why is this a thing?
Click here.
Stop making this a thing.
Click here.
So hard.
Or there will be no more Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
We will drown them. Add that in.
For every time you don't
Cut to
subscribe,
that.
we'll drown a Ninja Turtle.
That's
We're starting with Donatello.
Ah, everybody's least favorite.
Well, he's
I'm-
my favorite.
He's my favorite.
Here's my
shutting this down. This is outrageous.
Tired, apparently.
Well, Donatello.
Really?
Donatello's my
Thanks for watching Back Issues. If you like what you see, check out more of them. We have heaps and stacks. Fat stacks and heaps. Like, share, subscribe. Links in the bio. And stuff. I don't know. Did I get it?